We'll bring the meeting to order. This is our December planning session, caucus meeting. Opportunity for citizens to be heard. Has anybody signed in?
Let me see. No.
No? Okay. Meeting minutes. We have two sets of meeting minutes, I believe, to look at. So the October meeting minutes and the November meeting minutes. I don't remember exactly why we didn't vote on the last one.
The October
Something was
council
wrong.
meeting, they didn't have the motions that we had made about the DCD study.
Have you checked that?
Yes, it's,
Okay.
I believe Kathy had sent out the correct versions out today.
Yeah, right. Right, she sent it around.
Yeah, so that, it's the council meeting minutes down towards the bottom.
Mayor, anything?
Yeah, I do. With the changes that are coming up and have already started, I'm trying to be very cautious about this. We want to possibly have state police coverage if we lose our police force. There's rumors, I've been talking to the policemen, see if they are going to try to encourage them to stay. And I don't know if they will or not. So what as a precaution, I went to the governor's office and I got all the forms needed to get the state police to then take over coverage until that force could be rebuilt. And we'll get back to that.
Would they be submitting their resignations like 2 weeks in advance, or is it like on the 31st that we're not coming? Okay.
End of this week, they should start coming in, if indeed they are.
Right.
If they do decide to resign, I think it's going to be by the end of this week or mid next week, in that time frame.
Then we can look at options.
Right. And like I said, with the state police, they will do coverage for us, but only on call. And that's all I have.
Zoning officer inspection report, anything?
No, it was pretty minor, like about 5 inspections, nothing really to report.
Yeah, he's working on things. I've been meeting with him and trying to help do some administrative stuff for him. Solicitor's not here. I'm in general office. Anything on water? Zoning, public health, Allegheny Valley Joint Sewage Authority.
Gary?
Gary?
Hi, my name's Gary Taylor. I represent Cheswick for the Allegheny Valley Joint Sewage Authority. I have a couple things to report on tonight. One of them is our attorney has sent Cheswick Borough a sample resolution to sign for extending the charter at Allegheny Valley Joint Sewage Authority. We want to extend our charter. Right now we have 31 years left in our charter, or 21 years left in our charter. And we're thinking about borrowing some money. And in order to borrow the money for a 30-year period, our charter has to be good past the 21-year period. So we're going to trying to extend our charter for another 50-year period, 50 years from this date forward. And then if we have to borrow the money, when we borrow the money, then we will be covered under our charter.
You can say you'll be in existence 50 years.
We'll be in existence when the end comes.
Right. And that's basically all it is?
That's exactly what it is.
Why 50?
The original charter was for 50 years back in the 60s, the late 50s.
Okay.
And then back in that's a question I never asked. It's a good question. I'll find out and give you an answer tomorrow. Okay. But the original charter was for 50 years. 1989, when we did some construction work, we extended it 50 years from that date. So that date goes to 2039. That's when this charter is going to expire. So we want to do it another 50 years, like I said, from 2018, 50 years forward.
Okay. So that just seems to be the number that they use they probably didn't even change the draft resolution.
Probably not. It's probably the sample resolution from the 60s.
20-some-year-old resolution.
Yeah.
Okay.
Any other questions on that? I have a copy here that I'll give to Kathy of the meeting, minutes of the meeting, and a copy of some fines that we had through the Allegheny Health Department for overflows at the various pump stations, which is still going on. And then a list of expenditures for her to look at that we're paying for before we borrow the money.
Okay. So general financial report type stuff?
Just on the, yes, on the future, on the future of the construction project.
Oh, okay. Okay, the, what do they call that, the wet weather plan or
The wet weather plan, yeah.
something?
And our, the 537 plan, that's going back and forth between DEP and our engineers. We resubmit it, they send back more questions, we resubmit that. They plan on having the final 537 plan sometime in the first quarter of next year.
My recollection with state government like that, that's pretty typical. You go back and forth.
And that's what our engineers are telling us, yes, it's back and forth. And it's not major stuff, it's nitpicking minor stuff.
Right, their checklist, they have a checklist of stuff.
Correct.
Okay. Anything else, any other questions? Okay, thank you, Gary. Good.
Okay.
Gary.
Do you mind if I leave?
You can leave.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Gary.
Right.
All right.
Nice Christmas.
See you, Gary.
Have a nice Christmas, everybody.
You too.
All right.
You have the aging report, so take a look at it on the bill list. And we'll vote on that, on approving that on next Wednesday. Anything on pensions, insurance, parks, recreation, public works, Amir?
Yeah, Davey came to me, I guess a couple weeks ago, and had said something, concern about pulling out a parkway on the Pillow when they're pulling from their salt, that the people on the left, their hedges were obstructing, you know, and really dangerous. And so I reached out to Chief Naviglia because that's Springdale Township. And he got back to me yesterday, I think it was, that he looked at, had the state police, they're coming out and they're gonna see what can be done. He don't know if anything can be really done about it because of the situation where it's at. The people are, their hedges are low, and so, but they are looking into it. So in the meantime, the office ordered a 36-inch mirror that will be installed across so they can see that traffic coming and stuff.
So it'll sit on the telephone pole?
Yes, on our side, right on the corner of Parkway and Pillow.
Yeah.
There was one there at one time, but I guess it was broken. So the office ordered one today, so that should be here soon.
Good.
And the Springdale Township has a bucket truck that they will help us install.
Okay. Any old business? Any new business? Motion to adjourn?
Make a motion to adjourn?
Do I have a second? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Meeting adjourned.